grasses and nonces or exposing nonces in or something like that. I mean, you could argue that exposing a nonce does technically make you a grass.
Right, switching over to Bluetooth, get a bit of a better sound here. My right to reply. This is, listen to this bit, this is interesting.
Exposing grasses and nonces or exposing nonces in or something like that. I mean, you could argue that exposing a nonce does technically make you a grass.
Whoa, you see that? See what I mean? But they're all, you know, gang related, these lot. So he's calling, well, he's implicating or implying that by outing a nonce, you're a grass. Is there something you're scared of, VC?
But there's nothing wrong with grassing on nonces.
Nothing wrong with grasses, nonces exposed, you mean? Unlike you got a lot of skeletons in your closet. What makes me interested is that the likes of the Doc, who I never said he was a serial, you know, one of those. You allege that, but at the end of the day, it's a theory. And I'm sorry if I put my theories on the table, but, you know, they're there to be challenged, but it's a theory. Anyway, let's listen to myself listening to him.
Dr. Rackpool. Yes, the Doc, Dr. Harold Shipman.
Harold Shipman? So he's implying that the doctor has killed a load of pensioners?
Right.
I don't know. You tell me, VC. You and your masonry gang. You know what? If I take this YouTube seriously, I'm going to have to, like, do I have to shave my head and grow the middle bit? Is that part of being a YouTuber? Or can I just stay bald like the Doc?
I want to make these videos, but oh god.
I give an A for listening to this though, because I can't listen to it because it's just listening to spitting my words out so slow and draining. You know, he's got a lot of patience, his VC. I'll give him that.
Get this position.
Right, Mickey.
Right, I was a bit triggered by about the passing of the narrative, and I've done a little.
Now, if it's true that Narrative Destroyer has passed away, which I'm still, I mean, it's not looking good, is it? Because I haven't. Who knows, and more him. But I like narrative that much. I don't want it to be true. I have a little bit of hope still in my heart that it's not true, but it's not looking good, is it?
What about those girls though? Speaking bad about the brown bread, eh? I'm not joking about it, am I? Unlike some.
And it's dark and it's dirty. They say guilty people make the first move. Now,
guilty people make the first move, right?
He seems to.
Yep, it's a well-known fact. Well-known saying, rather. Let's have a look. Just because he seems to be a bit confused, I need to help him. Is there a saying saying guilty people make the first move? Yes, there are several sayings. Yeah, I'll get this to be read out. Bit about psychology, VC, you know, something that you could do with. Let's have a look, eh? Come on. Come on.
+7 Yes, there are several sayings and idiomatic expressions that convey the idea that guilty people are often the first to take action or speak up in order to manage suspicions. While not a singular, universally recognized idiom like an apple a day, the concept is well known in literature, pop culture, and psychology.
There you go, VC, Mr. Intelligence.
Call us bacon obsessed weirdos, whilst bigging up people like the Craig, who were well known to be bacons later on, and he still bigs them up.
Didn't see disagreeing with that, VC.
Now, you got the parson of Teach, who was an SO.
Now, this is about to get very dark, Bane people.
And
Coming from VC, that means it must be getting really dark.
Accusations made by this guy against the doc blew my mind.
what I found, the last time he was in contact with Teach, he passed away in a similar format as Narrative.
Which is true.
Last time he was with Teach, he was feeding him alcohol and, you know, the other stuff, sitting in a playground. You remember the Ratfall and Teach had fallen out?
Yep.
And
That's true.
I think
You're picking your nose there a lot, VC. You can watch this about 12 hours ago if you want to watch the original. He's got like a bit about JDP and then me and Gotham got something else. He's off on his asthma pump a lot as well. All those crystals, you know, getting inside his lungs has an effect on people over the years.
well, I think I've heard it from a very good source, one of my trusted lieutenants, that he was about to out the doc for being in a circle of bacons. I think
You're scratching the nose there again. You're looking a bit stupid now, aren't you, Sheriff? I mean, Hedgehog.
around about that time he was trying to get in with Decker because he thought, you know, bacon's reunited.
Look, he's got these expressions like, what? You know what I'm on about. You know, considering you made a channel pretty much quite a few pound notes off the back of him. But anyway, carry on. And you even shared platforms with him, shared panels with him rather. Or platforms, panels.
But, you know, after that happened, after we got, you know, kicked out of that little circle,
I think the expression on his face, he looks so lost. I think he thinks I'm Karate Marty.
it became well, let's just say, you know, the passing of Teach. The reason why Teach passed is because the last time he was just about to out the dock for his own SO behaviour.
He knew a lot about you, VC, as well. What are you going to do to shut me up? Quite worrying. Fancy a trip down the shed again?
He'd been up to no good.
All right, Miggy, I'm good.
This is why he defends Bacon's. Teachy knows it because he was an SO himself. And during the back and forth.
No, I'm going to have to fast forward this because I can't listen to myself. Just to the bit at the end where he gives his synopsis.
You had information that was, you're acting like, oh, it was a sensitive topic about narrative. Well, you're so sensitive, why do you charge people to listen to it? What, Mickey Mouse?
Mickey Mouse. He's the same life.
So, let's get it right. You, cancer.
Oh my God.
Which you get a giggle out of. Every month you're threatening to leave YouTube, which you stopped that now, as if anyone actually cares. And
You got humble Bob Cryer in the comment. See you later, Jimmy. Keep working for me for free. Big up. Putting some truth out about you now, boss. You can still keep commenting. I've got a humble. Got no problem with commenting. Just leave the kids alone.
you blag it that you're a worksman. Let's face it, Doc, you ain't about that life. You don't work. Your money comes from YouTube. You're claiming PIP. You live in...
Oh, this guy lives in... Is it... It's not Thailand, but it's somewhere like that. I forgot
in
that.
the same house,
There we go.
same area. I don't think you're even from...
Did you help build VC's channel, Humble? I think you did. You helped build a lot of wrong channels, didn't you? By the godfather of all wrong. How come you're still out and about after all the shit that's been going on about you, Humbles? How come you're still, you know, there's been evidence clear as day to say that you was in cars travelling around and passing on little pop-pops to people. How come you're still out and about, man? You're not working for the MET, are you? I know that you own VC, that's why as soon as you heard his voice, bing, you were there. You know, the old masonry lodge that his dad goes to, same one that you go, well, you are literally all in and together. God, I couldn't predict. I couldn't predict the fact that you'd be watching. Just proves my point.
Let's get up on the minute now.
Look at these masons sticking together.
I think you even from Acne. You just
Come on, hurry up.
money. And, you know, back in the day you wouldn't see, you know, a briefcase in Acne, but now Acne now you do.
You didn't used to see a briefcase in Hackney is where I'm going to have to draw the line on that. Because...
Here we go.
I'm going to go out on him here and I'm going to go with my gut feeling. You're sick in the head, you like fella, for coming on here and saying stuff like that about
I must be sick in the head coming from him. Saying stuff about the what?
dead people. Sick in the fucking head.
What people? What people? Say that again.
I'm going to go out on a whim here and I'm going to go with my gut feeling. You're sick in the head, you like fella, for coming on here and saying stuff like that about dead people.
Oh, popcorn and kettle back. Those sick jokes you made about the name, like we're going to mention two deceased children, and you made a comedy stand-up about it, and you're saying that I'm sick in the head. One, you didn't even know if narratives passed, and two, well, I'm not the only one to say stuff about Titch, but I'm only saying what I see. How's your teeth? A little bitey, are they?
Sick in the fucking head. Absolutely sick in the head. Right.
Well, there we go. And I've got one of his members sitting in my chat now. Okay, Paddy has complained about Roxanne said was telling Paddy. There's a lot of metadata there, man. All the channels might have help are thriving, making loads of money. Well, that's all right then. You know, if you're in your circle full of, you know, bacon bonzes, not only are you helping each other get away with shit, you're also helping each other make money. And you can never turn on each other because you've got shit on each other. There is videos out there and there's stuff on mobile phone devices which doesn't matter what the story was or this or that. You're implicated and your whereabouts needs to be questioned because you've been riding around in cars, haven't you? Where naughty things have happened, haven't you? So we'll see what happens to you, boy. You wouldn't meet me for a straightener. I'll tell you what, we could have cut. I'll tell you what, if you met me, that was the biggest mistake you made not meeting me because, you know, you could have sat down and had a cup of coffee with me. We could have literally talked about things without any filters, without any people around it, and then, you know, if it had to go to that next level, it could have gone. You just assume that, you know, the worst, and you wouldn't meet me because you pissed too many people off, so you're very, very paranoid, aren't you? I just can't understand how you're out and about and how you're still making threats and how you're still doing this. I mean, it don't take a genius to work out that you go around looking for window cleaners in Newcastle, which is what we all know what that means, and then a few days later, you know, bing bang, bing, splish splash, was taking a smash. You have come to the UK and you couldn't even meet the man who ripped you. Yeah, I couldn't. But you know why I couldn't meet them? Because I was busy trying to fix somebody's problem where they've been set up by one of your mob. Probably the same person which you said done over thousands. And because you lot are a bunch of grasses, it would have meant that if I did meet up with him, and because I was staying up in Middlesbrough, you would have done me for conspiracy, blah, 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 and you would have held them accountable for it, wouldn't you? Because you blame Emma for everything that happens, not just in the North East, but the whole world. What the fuck? What's this about now? But don't worry, one thing I did know, one thing that you know now, you've admitted that I've been to England, so that cancels out the rumour that I'm on the run for murdering, you know, and stuff like that. Otherwise I would have been nabbed at the border. Or you're going to change your story now. Hang on, what's this? Your pound cornwall. Smiler. That's just mental, one. Go on, keep it going, keep it coming. Yes, your mate, Smiler. Right. I've got a screenshot this, man. This is just too. Right, okay, go on, you run with that. The person you're going to have to get to believe it, though, is actually Emma, so good luck with that one. Oh, and the coppers as well. You really think that I came to set Emma up and then I came back to England to try and help her get out of the mess which you lot set her up with? Well, that would be a complete waste of time for my behalf. In fact, that if I was the one that set her up, that would be my time to drop her in it even more. You're fucking mental. Oh dear. See, you said that lie now, which can't be taken back. Well, you should care. You just got a fucking pass, haven't you? I don't mean a pass. You got a pass as well, but you got a pass. How come people like you get the passes to commit crimes? I just don't get it. I don't understand. How come you get passes to commit crimes? Yeah, okay, what about this one, Humbles? From the 2 years or more where their houses have been under attack, how come there's been 0 arrests? Like 0, none. Ooh. Don't care who believes you, because no one believes you. No one will believe it because it's a fucking lie, man. Oh dear. You are absolutely mental, and some of the stuff you're trying to spin. Never seen nothing like it. Your mate from Eston set her up. You brought him on your panel to talk about her, knowing she couldn't break bail conditions, knowing she couldn't have the right to reply, and you lot tormented her and bullied her and stressed her and asked her questions, knowing she couldn't answer, asking for bail sheets, asking for this, asking for that. And guess what? She gets a phone call from the plod, and I was there to witness it, saying that she's breached the bail conditions, and you lot put 5 reports in of her breaching bail conditions. That same day she got the phone call, I was in Redcar. Kevin drove past because she was on a live, did a live beforehand showing where she was going. Kevin must have picked up the live stream, because that's what he does. He watches people. It could be called something else, begin with S. And then he drove past her. And that same day, she gets a phone call from the copper saying she had five complaints of her breaching bail conditions. I heard that with my own ears. So who's the fucking dry snitch? Jimmy, you're just a mug, a useless mug, going round people's bins. Oh, that's fucking more speed. I go around people's bins now. Hang on, I've got something for you. Wait there. I've got something for you, something special for you. Here we go. I'm a mug, yeah? Well, so are you. And there's a bin. You might want to go for this bin, because then you can find your mug in there. Oh, he's retracted all his messages. Who's deleted them? Why these messages been humble drive was who hit